Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're well. Thank you so much for being here. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and this is what you don't see coming for the week of July 12th, 2026. It is a general collective reading, so as the messages come through today, take what fits, leave what doesn't, because if it's not your message, it simply means it is meant for someone else to hear. And please check your other placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. And if you're not sure what those placements are, in the description box of this video is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in the description box, as well as the pinned comment, if I can get the words out of my mouth, is information on how you can join us over on Patreon for some additional bonus content. With all of that said now, let's begin. Tapping into the Piscean collective now, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What does Pisces not see coming for the week ahead? Let's get you one more shuffle. Thank you. The card that fell out of the deck is Hustling. I'm also going to pull you one from the top, Always Partying. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Uninterested. Okay. Tell me why this is in Pisces energy this week. Hustling and always partying. Right behind the Uninterested card, just to let you know, I do have Rejected. And then I have Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. So I feel like you're rejecting someone you don't trust. Friend, family member, lover, client, maybe an ex-friend, ex-lover you don't talk to anymore. Okay, one more shuffle. Thank you. In your energy for the week ahead, King of Swords, Four of Swords, the Empress, and the King of Wands. The bottom of the deck is the situation, environment, or connection you're dealing with. The Magician, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Star, and that leaves the Four of Cups here to the Three of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Someone was or is like manifesting communication with you or healing, maybe reconciliation. Tell me about the King of Swords. Why is this in your energy this week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. King of Swords is clarified by Seven of Cups, the Five of Wands, and the Hermit. Four of Swords. Why is the Four of Swords here? Four of Swords is clarified by the Three of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Five of Cups, and the Empress. Why is the Empress here in your energy? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Empress is clarified by the Death card, the Wheel of Fortune, and the Strength. Well, you're a no. Okay. And the King of Wands. Who is this? This is not your energy. One more shuffle. Thank you. King of Wands is clarified by Page of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, Five of Pentacles. I feel like this is someone you are on good terms with. Friend, family member, lover, your boss. This is someone that you are on good terms with. This is someone you are not on good terms with. Clarify this person's energy. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aquarius, Gemini, and Virgo. One more shuffle. Thank you. This person's energy, the High Priestess, but that's you, for me anyway, as a reader. Pisces, we have the High Priestess, the Three of Cups, and the Six of Cups. Bottom of the deck, Two of Pentacles. This is someone who wants to reconnect with you. I'm feeling reconnection here. And for you, this seems to be a no. Because if you've seen my readings before, welcome back. If you haven't, welcome. For me, Queens exist in the present in this type of spread. They exist in the present. They process the present. They process the past. And Kings take action. And I have you here receiving some type of communication from this person. And I say that because the Star card is Aquarius. Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. Uranus is a higher level of Mercury. Mercury rules communication. And I already have the Magician here, which is also ruled by Mercury, which is communication. So this seems to be like sudden communication from a quote-unquote old soulmate, okay, like someone I feel like you're not regularly talking with. And you are very clear here in this King of Swords, like there's maybe a fraction of a second in that Seven of Cups where you're like, well, maybe. Because this is Neptune and Pisces. So for a fraction of a second, you're like, well, maybe. Maybe I should respond. Maybe I should say something. Maybe I should answer the phone. And then that Five of Wands, this is like a little internal conflict. And then you decide, no, you don't respond. You go quiet in the Hermit energy. You go quiet. So you're receiving some kind of out of the blue communication this week from someone you're not on good terms with. You're not interested in them. You're rejecting them. This is someone you don't trust. Wolf in sheep's clothing. And then I have love triangle. So maybe it's someone who triangulated you some way, somehow, within a group of friends or family, or maybe in love. But I have you here decisively saying no. And then it's kind of like, okay, and then what am I doing next? It's almost like, now, internal to you in that Five of Cups, there's a little bit of, this is someone from your past that you have, you had a disappointing situation with, but you're not allowing that to sidestep you this week or sidetrack you this week. Because in that hustling card, you're like, I got stuff to do. I got stuff to do. I have a really good life since I connected with this person, like always partying. I'm not saying you're always partying, but there's just a feeling here of like, life is good. Life is good. Since that ending, my life has changed and I'm a lot stronger and more resilient, and I'm connecting with this other person or other people. Now, it's possible for some of you, you're now married and this is like an ex, but I just see you saying, since that chapter closed out for me, my life turned for the better. As maybe it was difficult. Wheel of Fortune to the Strength is no joke. Maybe it took some of you a year or two to recover from this person. But the feeling is, I'm in a better place now. And if I'm going to accept an opportunity to connect or reconnect with someone from my past, it has to be people that are stand-up people. And this is not someone you see as a stand-up person. I'm sorry if you're the cross watcher watching. But Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, the World card. Yeah, there's a fraction of a second where you're like, should I, shouldn't I? Should I, with that Two of Pentacles, Ace of Swords, should I respond? And then the Four of Pentacles to the World card, it's like, no, that door is closed. That door is closed, and I'm going to leave it closed. Let's get you 3 cards of advice. So what can you expect this week? Communication from someone you were not expecting communication from, and you seem to be like, no, I've come a long way since talking to you. It's not a door I want to reopen. 3 cards of advice here for you. One more shuffle. Thank you. Some of you still holding a little bit of a grudge, okay, towards this person, towards what they did to you. So your advice this week, the Six of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Five of Wands. Yeah, don't give any to this, conflict with this person. Eight of Pentacles. Your advice here is to continue working on the situations, environments, or connections that bring you peace, that bring you stability, that are balanced. There could be a feeling here within you, especially if this is someone who like ghosted you. This might be your moment where you're like, you want to give into it and kind of like, I never got to say my last word. But your advice here is to not do that. Just like show some restraint. Sometimes a Temperance card to that Five of Wands could be like, just show restraint and remain balanced and don't stoop to this person's level. And then that Eight of Pentacles, like, just get back to work, get back to the good life that you have now that they're no longer in your life. That is what I have for you for the week ahead. If you like those messages, oh, and keep in mind, we're still in Mercury retrograde. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video on your mobile device if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out your other placements. Until I read for you again, I am wishing you light, love, and peace.